would you say that more people should monetize their hobbies?
Some people might find great joy doing the things that they do for fun and still making money. So your parents can expose you to certain things, even if they don't have so much means.
So how? And when you are just like a very close to normal, poor, average Nigerian, you don't have the privileges of learning a skill. At the most you do is learn tailoring after secondary school.
There are some hobbies there you've never even heard of that the top 1% do, like fencing, for example.
We're finally going to get our rose because our driver is here.
Hi, I'm Faith.
Hi, I'm Steve,
And
we're back. We're driving to go and get chow to gist and talk and lament. No, we're not lamenting today. Life is good. So we're talking about like your hobbies, like turning your hobbies into monetizing it and how it can actually affect her. Do you know, I think we should start by, do you think you've ever like put any of your hobbies in front of you as like, okay, let me try to make money off this?
Okay.
Have you ever?
So, no, I wouldn't say that. I like baking. I think baking is my new hobby because I've been doing that quite a bit. I learned baking during COVID. So I think the plan at that time was to monetize it, but I didn't go through with that. So
would you say you didn't go through it because you had like other sources
No,
of
I
income?
didn't go through it because I was in school. One, plus it didn't seem like a starter baker was profitable because the prices of flour, sugar went very, very, very high.
Yeah.
But I would say if I really, really wanted to, I would have done it anyway.
So you didn't really want to
So
monetize it. Do you know one thing that
I wanted to, but I just came up with a lot of excuses, plus school, plus how I would do it, and in fact, I didn't just go through with it.
Yeah, I think one thing that actually happens with, I don't know if it's just Nigeria. I think everywhere the economy is shit, but like we complain about
The
Nigeria
Nigerian
a lot
zone is
because
on another
it's
level, and
crazy,
we complain
and
about it a lot because we live here. So this is
yeah,
what
we
have
live here, and
firsthand.
then the problem also lies with like, you know, our government and so many things. But that's by the way. I feel like in Nigeria we just kind of monetize every single hobby we have, like every single thing. Like it's like, oh, I think I like cooking, so now I should sell food. And I don't know for any other person. I think my mom used to say, my mom liked cooking and then she wanted to like, not like, she actually made it a whole thing where she's making money from it, but she still loves doing it regardless. My mom is the kind of person that actually loves cooking and loves that she's cooking and making money from it.
Okay.
Do you understand? I don't think it's entirely wrong to like something I want to make money
You
from
know,
it.
I just remembered what I said earlier, like to somebody, because I wish I had a niche, like a hobby that I really loved, so I can make money from it. Because I think that's one of the best things life can give you. So if you enjoy doing something, why not monetize it?
Yeah, but I still hear a lot of people say that immediately they monetize their
joy,
hobbies,
all the joy.
It stopped being a hobby, so now it's like a business. Also, the thing with it is that not everybody is a business person.
Definitely, and Nigeria forces everybody to do business.
Yeah, no,
and it's sad. Some people might enjoy a more structured desk job. Who knows?
And then have like, imagine you go to work every day, but then you have like this hobby. Maybe let's say you like making clothes.
Yeah.
I think and you like making clothes, and you're like, you know what? I just like making clothes. I like to wear the things that I make, but now your job is not paying you as much as it should. So, you know, you now start thinking about why not. In fact, before you start thinking about it, there's like a whole bunch of people telling you, why not make clothes for people? If you post it on Instagram, people will buy it.
I totally get how doing it as a job would take the joy out of it, because it will stress you, and it won't be something you just enjoy as you used to, even though it will be better than something you totally don't enjoy that you're monetizing. It's bearable. At least you find pockets of joy in it, but I get how that would mess it up for you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you guys, so we're going to hold on because we're expecting this delivery from cinnamon girl.
Cinnamon girl.
So they're supposed to send us a pack of cinnamon rolls, and we can't wait to try this. We can't wait to try it. So we're just going to hold on and wait for them to, send it. We're still waiting for our cinnamon roll, but back to our conversation. So like, would you say that you feel like more people should like monetize their hobbies, or do you think we should leave our hobbies as our hobbies so we don't let go of the little joys of life?
I don't think we can afford to not monetize our hobbies.
It's a privilege to
to have a hobby and say, this is my hobby, this is my job. For most people, their hobbies are now their job, and that's even an easier way because you even enjoy it. So at least do something you enjoy for work. And I think it even goes both ways. Some people might find great joy doing the things that they do for fun and still making money on top.
Yeah, like musicians.
Now that we're talking now, that we talking is our hobby.
It's talking about my hobby.
It has to be one of them now. Maybe not like your main hobby. Don't you like talking?
Talking is just like part of my characteristics, part of who I am.
But
it's not really a hobby.
Do you enjoy talking?
Yes.
Do you talk for fun?
No.
You don't talk.
That's not what I do for fun.
No. You cannot have one hobby.
No, I'm saying like if I wanted to, like, let's say, I feel like a hobby is something like you do when you kind of, like you are trying to have a nice time. Like let's say baking. I feel like baking.
Is baking like a hobby?
Yeah, okay, baking can be a hobby.
But
dancing is a hobby.
Talking can be a hobby.
How can talking be a hobby?
Because you enjoy like moving your mouth and just talking and interacting with people. You enjoy it. But then if you start making money from this, okay, let's say it's one of your lesser hobbies. It's not like really hobby. But you start making money from talking.
Yeah, no.
Don't you think you will enjoy it more? You will even talk more.
I might now hate talking.
Okay, wait.
Do you understand?
When you have to now show up every
imagine
to talk.
You now have to be. I'm not saying I will. I don't think I will, Sha, because talking is to me something that comes to me naturally. Like I just always want to talk, even when people are quiet. I'm like,
that's a hobby.
Let's just.
That's the definition of a hobby.
But I don't think I'm ever going to say love being quiet. Too. There are times where I try to be angry and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything today.
But I only talk to people that
you like
that I can have like an interaction with. But I'm the person that will bring up like the randomest hypothetical things so that I can just talk.
Oh my god, same. And I do this thing where like sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to talk today.
Why?
And like I just feel like I should take a break.
Sometimes I don't get to talk.
Why?
Let's say I'm home now and my siblings are not around, so I get to, sometimes I'm reading Instagram comment sections and I pause it and I say it to myself.
Okay, do you know?
And I'm like, this is crazy. If I'm watching a movie, do you pause your movie to say something?
No, if people are there. But if I'm alone.
If you're alone.
No.
I do it when I'm alone. This is a secret. You guys are not supposed to know this.
Wait, but okay, now to a point, if talking is your hobby, do you think that, let's see, now we're even going far. We've been recording and posting for a while, right? Yeah. Do you think it has made you
not want to talk?
Reduce how you talk on a normal day?
Some days we film, then we go home, and then we talk
about things that don't even
and then I go home and I continue with my friends. But guess what? One time we filmed and then we talked and talked. I went home, I talked and talked again. I could not sleep well that night because I was too stimulated. My brain was just everywhere. I was tired in the morning. So yeah, I see how that can be a problem.
I mean, I do feel like I see how it can be a problem if you monetize your hobbies, but if you don't have the luxury of not monetizing it. Like,
I'm even jealous of people that monetize their hobbies. I said it earlier. My friend does fashion illustration and she started it by drawing just because she likes to draw, right? Yeah. But she has been able to monetize it now, and I like that. I wish I had like something. I'm sure I can find something, but I wish I had some. It's easier to pick a path.
Speaking of picking a path, even, right?
Yes.
I feel like it's so, everything we say, we're always like, not even against, funny enough, but we're always talking about like how this life was made for rich people. But like, it's so easy for them to pick a path.
If you're
like
rich.
yeah, if you're privileged, it's so easy for you to, first of all, because there are so many things you are exposed to as a young person.
And your range of hobbies might then
Differ.
increase, widen. You might widen your hobby horizon.
Yes, it might be there might be a lot of things that you're now very interested in, and you've picked. Like, I remember when I was in, like, I think I was just fairly out of secondary school, newly out of secondary school, and then I met this babe in church, and she was just talking about like things she wants to do, and she already knew, you know, like she already knew for a fact like how what she was doing was going to mix up with this. She's going to like eventually she's been trying decoration with like her house and houses that her parents have and have abandoned.
It's easier to just try and leave it if it doesn't work out. Like, you have the disposable income to do that.
Yes, even minus, you know, like a lot of things that I had to do after uni. A lot of people were already doing those things like in secondary school. People with like people that were more privileged, like they had already gone for like during the summer they had already tried to intern in places, they already traveled, and they're like, okay, they went to one country and they found one thing that is so niche down, and they're like, oh, this is what I wanted to do. My friend was telling me about when he was in secondary school, right? His friends were already designing graphic tees in like just 3 SS1, and they were already like selling it and like seeing, do you get like even the level of exposure, the level of thing your brain, so your brain only knows what it can know. Yeah, so the possibilities are like endless.
But I also don't think that some of it have to do with being overly rich. So your parents can expose you to certain things even if they don't have so much means.
So how
Clubs, camps, music, you know, there are music camps, dance camps.
We're talking about people living in Nigeria.
I'm talking about middle class.
Okay, but so
they can afford it. Okay, maybe that would be rich too.
Yeah, because if you are the average Nigerian,
if you're talking about the impoverished,
not even just I don't want to say impoverished, because then it looks like I'm talking about like the kids on the streets.
Okay,
I'm talking about like like let's say how I grew up, right?
Okay,
like you had a house and you could eat and you could do certain things, but like with school, it's just school. Okay. Like you just go to school and you learn the normal curriculum, and what they teach you, but so like
it's always the basics, nothing extra, no time for extras, and you understand.
Even with like things like fitness, like some people had very serious gymnastic classes in their school, where they now knew that they want to get into like sports eventually. So sports is open to men and women,
and that's what I'm talking about. So there are some, it can't be the same thing with somebody that is rich, but there are clubs and stuff that are like, if you really want to find, even in Nigeria you can find. So we implore parents to see
but then again,
that are out there for your children to learn
in second, and that's why I say yes, but that is still a privilege to be able to do that.
I do not deny the fact that it is,
because it is not like, I remember also like there was this time they were giving piano classes, and like the church was offering like classes to people that wanted to pursue any form of any line in entertainment. So they were doing instruments, they were like the dancing classes, and then given the economical state of, or the financial state of where my mom was at the time, it wasn't something we could do,
and
because
even commuting to the location, the church would
exactly. It was like, oh, you already go to church here, we can't spend that much money taking you to go and learn this and learn that, and that was even for free. But then I'm talking about like,
yes, because there's still a cost.
Because if you are going to be, if the church was not subsidizing that, you would have to pay for it. And then when you are just like a very close to normal poor average Nigerian, you don't have the privileges of learning a skill. As the most you do is learn tailoring after secondary school,
or hairdressing.
Yes, that's like the most, like, okay, learn hairdressing, and then what you're even open to is not that lucrative.
If you show a little bit of what they call it, likeness for hairdressing, for example, that's the next thing you're doing definitely after school, because you enjoy this thing a little bit, monetize it and do it fast. So
and it's actually sad, because like there's no, I don't know the solution to things like that Do you understand? It's just always going to be a thing of class, where like some people are more exposed to certain things than you, and that's just life.
Even because life is just life. Because societies will always have classes. I don't think it's ever going to go away. I don't think there's ever going to be a time where everybody's equal. Because the hobbies that the middle class knows, you can afford to just bake for fun. Let's say you can afford to do many things for fun. There are some hobbies there you've never even heard of that the top 1% do. Like fencing, for example. Have you heard of that hobby?
What is that even?
Like the sword thing that they just...
okay.
There's so many hobbies that we have never heard about. Like, we don't even know that that's an option.
Yeah.
But it's their own thing. So I don't think it's ever going to be equal.
Yeah,
so
it's never going to be equal, actually. That's why you need to make money for your kids. That's like, if you want the best quality of life for your children, because at the end of the day, it's bringing back to what we're saying.
But
to
bringing
find
back
your
to
path.
what we're saying too, that everybody's never going to be totally equal. It's better to try to explore those options, because
what options?
The options to find free stuff, because there's free stuff. At least if you are not very, very rich, but you can afford to take your children to the piano classes in church, take them to those piano classes. Let their horizons be widened.
Yes, now of course, obviously, like grab all the opportunities you can. I mean, but there's only so much you can grab as a poor person at the end of the day. So I don't know. Every time when I talk about things, I always talk about it from my point of view. I don't think people should have babies when they don't have money. And some people are like, oh, if you say things like that, that means like a whole class of poor people are just going to not have offspring.
What is the excuse? What's the alternative, rather?
Right.
Is it to bring the kids
have the kids
to suffer?
And even if they're not suffering,
because we're not being classist to say you must be so rich.
I can't be classist, I'm not rich yet.
But they are basic things a kid needs: food, shelter, clothing. Those basic things, if you don't have them, you definitely have no reason to bring it. If they don't have shelter, where would they sleep? They'll be sick, they'll be malnourished, and some of them eventually... Do you know children pass away before the age of 5 in this country because of malnourishment? There are children that are malnourished. I saw a doctor online talking about how
she's pleading with people that don't have the means not to have children. She's not talking about somebody that has a small job that the child can at least eat a 2 square meal. She's not talking about that. She's talking about a very poor person. She saw a 5-week-old baby that was 2.9 kg. For context, many newborns are bigger than that. Some newborns are like 3.5. Some of them are even 4 kg, some big babies. So a 5-week-old being 2.9 kg is just insane. Plus, the mom too was malnourished. So she didn't have breast milk to feed the baby, because you have to eat to lactate. So
I consider like people that...
Do you know that people went to her comments, her DMs, and they were cutting her out, telling her she's classist? She said children are dying. She's seeing them dying. She's a doctor in a primary health clinic. She's seen it for
you know, I was going to say, oh no, I'm not being classist, but I think like me, I'm even being classist with my own takes, because I don't know if what I'm saying is supposed to be under any form of phobia or classism or whatever. But if it is, then it is, right? I feel like that state of poverty now is a mental illness that people need to evaluate why that is even something. Because me, when I'm talking about quality of life, I'm not talking about you can even feed them, because to me that's like
basics.
Yeah, that's like you are eating now, so you should know what it means.
But some people cannot even feed children.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I know that. I'm like, that's even far-fetched for what I'm saying. What I'm saying, because I'm saying it's based on the topic of finding your path in life and like monetizing your hobbies or having to like go extra, because a lot of people have to figure out their life themselves. But trust me, a lot of people don't figure out their lives themselves. A lot of people already have like a clear way, and then they just have to build on it. And I feel like that's the only way that you should be having kids. Like, I don't even think that the 2 square, if food is your problem, you have no business with kids. Like, if you should be able to give them like a good quality education. I mean, it's supposed to be the government that were, because
that thought just ran through my head, because when we're talking about basic amenities like healthcare, subsidized feeding, like in other countries where they have it has escaped my mind, but they have like programs that can help people that either poor, because there are many people that start off well off, but this life is uncertain. Some people when they had kids, they had a good paying job, they had this, before you know, the company is downsizing, they're losing their jobs, people that are in between jobs and all, they have something to fall back on from the government, of course, because you pay tax in those countries, and then they use that tax to at least help people, because that's what it's for. So it's basically the government, because life is unpredictable, as we've established.
Yeah. And
So you should have the basics, but the government is supposed to provide some basic things.
I feel like looking back at, and that's why some people argue that, like saying that poor people shouldn't have kids is not a strong argument, because there are certain things that the government of a country are supposed to provide for you,
Yes.
that we now consider to be good quality
Good
of life.
quality of
That
life, yes.
is actually, because when you
Which is
look back at
basic
it,
quality of life
like my
first.
mom went to secondary school as like she went to a government secondary school, obviously, like because the grammar schools then were good and they were standard. My mom speaks like very good English because of that, because they were actually good schools with good teachers, and the Nigerian government was better.
That time,
I know
the government schools were not the last option.
Yeah, there were not even private schools.
There were no private schools.
There were no private schools. My uncle went to uni because he did well in JAM. Like his parents didn't have like the money, so basically your brain was speaking for you, which is another type of.
And we can see that in that situation, it's easy to come up in life, because now you can go to school, you can be a smart kid, you can get a scholarship, and then start your life from there. But now it's basically nothing.
Yeah, now it's
So
like the government actually doesn't do anything for you.
The main issue, circled back to the economy.
Yeah,
is the government.
Our own now it's even worse than the economy, because the economy is not the reason why the government cannot provide schools that are good enough. It's just because the governments do not care. It has nothing to do with like.
It's not because they can't. It's
because they don't want to. Exactly. It's not because
that's even worse than not being able to provide, because now you can, and you're like, oh, I couldn't be bothered.
It's like, why do the standards of like education, why does it keep getting worse? Education was like so much better. See, the older folks, they had it good in this Nigeria. Like all they had to do was say they wanted to go to school. So we
cannot even put the total blame on anybody.
Yeah, but now my own is now that this is what you have.
Yeah.
So if you work with what you have, they were working. The reason why the average man was able to have 6 kids without like thinking too far, they didn't have to think too far.
The women could even stay home and cater to the children, because his one salary could at least feed them.
Yeah,
at least.
Yes, which was disgusting, by the way. Women should not be staying home at all, and that was just
stay home if you want to stay home.
A form of oppression. Don't ever stay home.
Stay home if you
go and work and get your money. See, before they'll tell you that it's only the providers that can cheat. Go and work and get money.
Because anybody that feeds you can
abuse you. Don't put your hands in. Don't leave your life in anybody's hands to financially abuse you, because it's very possible. We all pray to marry the good people, but trust me, they are less good men than they are. Anyways, before I digress, back to the older people had it better, and yeah, a lot of things now has to be rich. I'm sure like even back in the day, there were richer people that they didn't have to school in Nigeria, because their parents just thought, Nigerian education is not that great. Yeah. So let's go to this country and do that. Yes, they were, but it wasn't the majority. People used to go to public universities, like everybody used to go to public universities. So we're finally going to get our rolls because our driver is here. Can't wait to try it. So we're back.
Yeah, we picked up our package.
Yay, from Cinnamon Girl.
Let's see.
And it's...
we put their Instagram page and the... Oh yeah, interesting.
Cinnamon rolls. So we're going to try them. This one is called Lotus Cream.
Yes, we're going to take a bite.
Very creamy indeed. It's really good, actually. I don't even think I like cinnamon like that.
But it's a really nice. It's not even. I can taste the cinnamon. but it's not overpowering.
Yes.
It's just right.
Honestly, I can taste it because, like, obviously the flavor. This one has coconut in it.
And I'll be trying the, I think this is the Oreo.
I think I prefer. This is my favorite one. Let me try your own fit.
I'm coming. This is my favorite one.
It's between this one.
They're all
And this
wonderful, guys.
Okay, there's one more.
Yeah.
So we've tried the Lotus cream. I don't know. This is like the Oreo cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
We've tried this one with coconut flake. And then I'll check what this one is called. Seems to get better with
Yeah.
every try.
Yeah. Let's arrange them back.
Try this one. It's very like this one has like very minimal.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys, these are so good. So
And it's from Cinnamon Girl.
If you love cinnamon rolls, definitely should try
And
this.
if you don't even know what they taste like.
Yeah, if you don't know what they taste like, because I think this is my first cinnamon roll.
Yes, this is my first cinnamon roll.
I don't know what it tastes like and you want to try. She sent a whole box and she's going to like advance what she's selling with her whole pastry pick.
Okay.
But this is what she has now. And they are open only on Wednesdays, so you can, I think you pre-order this because
they're not worth anymore. Okay, yeah, you have to pre-order.
You pre-order them because she doesn't make them down. So on Wednesdays you put in your orders, and I think there's another day I'll just put everything in a text. Yeah. So back to our conversation. I think if you don't have a lot of money, you should monetize your hobbies. And I think if you do have a lot of money, enjoy your hobbies and, just keep it chill.
And you can do both. You can monetize. I wouldn't think monetizing is going to make your hobbies better, because who doesn't want to make money? Except you're rich and you don't need the money.
Yeah. And if you don't have money, please don't have kids. We're signing out. We didn't even argue, actually. Well, do we always argue?
No, we don't always argue. We mostly agree. We should start arguing.
So, if you're a Nigerian, you most likely are going to monetize. We're monetizing our hobby right now by starting this channel. So, like, subscribe,
share,
comment, and support us. Love you. Mwah.
Bye.